Thank you so much, Eileen. And I think she reiterates a question that was asked by someone seated at the back in the morning. Like, how can you quantify the economic benefit of your surveillance program? You know, this is one thing I've found lacking with most of our NPPOs. When we go to our governments to ask for money, we cannot transform a very tangible idea, or like we cannot tell how valuable surveillance is money-wise. We just go, we want money for surveillance. The government or the minister will tell you, no, it's not very important. But when you can make the economic value to be seen, the loss averted by implementing surveillance and things like that, I think we can be able to secure more funding for our surveillance activities and networks. Now, I'm ending because of time. I had a lot more questions, and I just want to take what they think, one comment from each of them. In case we meet in 2027, this is 2026, in case we have a chance to meet in 2027, what is the one tangible achievement you'd like to see from the Taiwan-ASEAN Disease Surveillance Network? Any one, achievement that you'd want to see from this network? It's a difficult question, but I'd like them to share their thoughts. What do you think you'd want achieved, if at all?
Active, and I want to see the data sharing in that platform from every country, including of Thailand. And I hope that the information that we put inside is clearly to be sharing, be the benefit for all, not to be the barrier for trading, for economic. It might be too much to ask, but let's put the benefit of data sharing be the most important for our society, for our Reqional society. Just only that. I want to active like
Which
Dr. One? Lorena or already invent it, or I want to it to be continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Prof?
Yeah, I think the same for me with her. I would like to see the data in the Vegemon growing, with the contribution from each of the countries, especially the one that already joined this workshop. So that's the least indicators, I think, for the progress in our network, where each of the countries can contribute the data in the Vegemon. Yeah.
Thank you. Lastly?
Yes, thank you. I think it's not big different from the other. As if we want to do it, just start from us first. That's here, and we will share what we have, the data that we share during the presentation. It will be start to do it, and how it difficult, we can be flexible, and then can we have the quick like training online on how to complete the Wikimon.
Yeah.
And when we start, we will know the barrier inside this, and then we can do it. This is our want to do it and to share it in our regional. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think there is the momentum, and from the panelists, we all want to see something already happening within the network. And as he said, we can start from the people that are already represented here. I was really waiting for someone in the congregation to ask about language barrier, because Vegemon currently, as configured, is in English. And not all of us probably can communicate or share information clearly in English. Maybe you would ask Lorena, and then she can throw it back to the developers of the network. But what we are hoping to see is that we can have a lot more integration based on what the panelists have shared with us. And because we are transitioning to the next program, oh, there's a break, sorry. So we are going to have a short break. And when we come back from the break, we are going to deliberate again in groups. We are going to have about 4 tables, and we can share some ideas. I think some of the ideas are repeatedly coming up since morning. Capacity, validation of data. There's a lot of repetition in what is required. So when we come back, we're going to have about 4 groups. I'll share. If you look at your program, we have 4 topics that are listed there. And we are going to move into the 4 groups and deliberate on the 4 topics, come up with some recommendations that we can carry forward even as we try to strengthen this network.
So there was a question online.
Okay.
I know we have to go for a coffee break. So maybe for the group discussion, we do very briefly so we can leave on time because people have to go home. But I wanted to read is from Buari. Can you speak, Mr. Buari? Do you want to ask the question?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I joined by online. A few days ago, I tried to, maybe a few weeks, no, 1 week ago, I tried to join offline, but there's so much activities that I can maybe avoid. So my questions is, because I am from a local seed company that focus on horticulture and field crops product or focus. So what is from for seed company Vegemon, what is our contribution if we want to contribute about to maybe like as a contributor like that?
Mm-hmm.
Or how we can contribute to develop this great Vegemon?
Thank you. Thank you so much for the question. Okay.
I can answer. So again, that's one of the reasons I was inviting seed companies, because one of the idea is if you have a problem in the region and you have a variety registered public that is available, we're not going to put labels and many things, but we want people to know there is a registered variety in this location. If it's registered, and yeah, everybody can be a contributor, we will review and make sure there is no conflict of interest. But yeah, we want private sector also to help, because as a how can we help farmers? I think the private sector is the best people to reach farmers, because the idea is to solve the problem of farmers. So yes, private sector is allowed to input their material there. Now we don't, what do you mean? It's not to claim like, oh, we do everything, or this is perfect for everything. So we need to check on it and make sure that the link between the disease and the resistant variety is there and is sustainable and is not sustainable, is valid. Yeah, it's not just to advertise, but it's actually to give real material available in the country for those who don't know that is available.
And just to add a little bit, I know most of our seed companies don't just produce seeds, they also do research. They also have the research arm in their labs, in their companies. And they also study these pathogens, and they also encounter these pests probably even more frequently than the extension services in most of our countries. So if they're able to share information about the pest or the diseases that they encounter, why not? As long as the information meets the standards that we are all going to agree upon. So I think they can contribute in the sense of data on pests and diseases, and also the added layer on which varieties are available for growers that are resistant or susceptible, or what can work for the grower within that region. So that just extends the question that Lorena was responding to.
Yeah, so another contribution could be like if there is a company who have any plant protection product that has been already registered by the authority in the country, maybe they can input the data in the Vegemons, and the other people might get aware about that things to be applicable.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'd like you to give a round of applause to my panelists. Thank you so much for your contribution, for your thoughts, and I hope that we are going to implement this moving forward. So I'd like us to break now for 10 minutes, and then we convene at 45 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes to 4 for the group session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David, for leading the session.
Hello, I hope kindly let us come back inside. Yeah. Please, let's come back inside. Bonarith and Wallace, sit on that table. The table at the back. Yeah. The table at the back. Need you to sit on that table. Yeah, the program says. Yeah. Okay, so we have table one. Table one is where RAM is. No, it's not you. It's Eileen. Eileen, please. Yes, there. So Ram is in group one. He is the rapporteur for that group. Sopana is seated here. This is table two, building regional surveillance and alert systems. Table three is at the back with Wallace and Bonarith, knowledge exchange, data standards, and technical collaboration. And Eileen and Miss Merabil, table four, network governance, country focal points, and sustainability. Now, what do we want to achieve from this discussion? Now, we'd like to get any 3 recommendations on how we can improve or work around these topics. So how can we strengthen regional diagnostics and laboratory capacity and network? Can you share with us any 3 recommendations from group 1? 3 recommendations and 1 way forward. Group 2, building regional surveillance and alert systems. How can we do that? Share 3 recommendations and 1 way forward. Table 3, knowledge exchange, data standards, and technical collaboration. 3 recommendations and 1 way forward. And finally, table 4, network governance, capacity, country focal points, and sustainability. 3 recommendations and 1 way forward.
How we can strengthen the regional diagnostic laboratory?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have only 15 minutes. We have only 15 minutes to come up with the points, and then your rapporteur is going to get around 2 minutes to share with the whole team. Thank you.
Regional diagnostic and laboratory capacity. We need to give 3 points, 3 recommendations. Yes. What could be the most important to strengthen the regional diagnostic capacity?
Actually, right now for quarantine, for planned quarantine, actually the most important is we use the validated method. Yes. Validated method, and then basically probably what we need is not only to strengthen the capacity of, like through training or more formal
laboratory capacity and network. Table 2 was looking at building regional surveillance and alert system. Who is sharing your feedback? There's a microphone on your table, so just turn it on.
For the recommendation, the first recommendation, we will try to build the network by make all the countries can get the same benefit. When you get the same benefit, it means you will have the willing to work together, and then we also support for the knowledge for the country. Maybe some country may lack a knowledge or for the technical, for the diagnosis. The country that have the higher capacity can help and to share or to give the training for those countries. And for the second recommendation, we can set the surveillance standard to make sure that all the regions can use the same protocol to identify or diagnosis for the disease. And after we get the results after the identification, it means that result can be analyzed together because we get the same standard. Yeah. And the third one.
So for the third one, we looking for the alert system. So we think that we should help each other to put the data into the same platform that everyone can know the pathogen or the pest inside every country, and also in case that emerging pathogen, emerging disease, so we should put it inside the platform also, but just not identify the country who reported, but in case that just alert to let everyone know that it happened in our region. Just like that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for those recommendations. Table 3, knowledge exchange, data standards, and technical collaboration.
I will start because they're shy, but they share a lot. For example, the idea of standardizing things, they were saying that the activity of sharing data, they are not confident in the laws, meaning mainly for Vegemon, because in Vegemon basically is World Veg, just assessing who is contributing. So they prefer to be more rigorous. Yeah, they want to be more a little bit more screened in the level, I'm not sure in what level, but they say the sharing of the data open like that it needs a little bit more thinking. I asked them if they send sequence to NCBI, because anyone can send sequence to NCBI. So the open data, we talk about open data, is a topic that needs to be debated, not today, another day, but it's open data. How countries are willing to do open science data, okay? Then, what is the other recommendation? So check the laws about data sharing. What is that? Validation. Another thing, like just sequence, you gave an analogy, but the validation of the accuracy of this data also is something that they wanted a little bit more thought on it. Scrutinized, something like that. So that's another thing. And then what I have here, one action. One action, they say they really, really like the idea to have the network for sharing of experience, meaning they want to learn from each other without sharing data. But they want to learn from each other what you do good, what you don't do good, and what is happening in your country, how you do things. but without the sharing data. I don't know how, I know we can share how people do the disease surveillance at each other, but I don't know how we can prevent as much the dangers of regional surveillance, because I know I'm defending our team and also defending Vegemon, but the idea is I agree that this is good to pay attention to all those details, but we don't know how regional, who is taking care of the region. If we are just taking care of the home, that's my question. But again, I agree, more thought on data sharing, contributors, and we want more sitting together, learning from each other. I forgot anything?
Perfect. Thank you, thank you. A round of applause for them. The last but not the least group, that is Table 4, Network, Governance, Country Focal Points, and Sustainability.
I try to explain what we just discussed. The one is the recommendation. The first one is pretty practical. They're talking about the funding. Like every project will need funding. It doesn't need to be 100% from certain funders. It could be a match funding, could be a match project to create more opportunity. The second recommendation will be like our teams really think the technical support is very important. The technical support from World Vegetable is very important, and they talk about a lot of different training. For example, the pathogen identification and how to do the surveillance, and because a lot of country their focus is usually not vegetable, so they don't have a lot of this knowledge regarding vegetables. So the training from World Vegetable is very important. And they also we also discussed the development of the SOP, because how do you do it like in a similar standard is also very important. And the third one is, the third recommendation is we think we should have, like every country should have assigned a focal point, even though we still don't know how to do it, but I think that's an important thing for the next step. Like maybe every country should have a focal point. And we have a four. The fourth one is we hope like how do you use the Reqional, the guidelines could be like written guidelines, because sometimes if that's too difficult, people might just don't want to type in. So if we could have like an easy, clear, written guideline, that will be very useful. And the second is the actions. Action will be like our team will like to have like regular meeting to create the opportunity to kind of like other teams to share experience. Maybe every country can think about what kind of their own plan to work with Vegemon, and we can share that in the meeting. And we hope like for the action is we encourage every country could put more data into Vegemon. And the third one? The opportunity thing? Oh yeah. We all discussed our opportunities, challenges, and partnership ideas. The opportunities we hope we could see the more technology improvement, such as maybe we can, in the future, maybe if it become more cheap, we can use like mobile app or something to make everyone has like accessible to that. And the challenge will be also the training. hopefully like we can have more training, maybe training on drone, yeah. It may be more easy to do the surveillance. So it's a lot of different training. And for the partnership ideas, we kind of not really get into it, but we talk about something like public-private relationship together. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. A clap for them. Well, thank you all once again for these thoughtful recommendations and also deliberations. At the end of all this, we are going to put together some of these recommendations, still share with all of us as we seek to build better together. Because we don't want this to be only one country moving forward and another being left behind. I was, as we began the session in the morning, as I invite the MC to come back on stage, I want to remind us that one of the countries, for example, Laos, they say their systems are still manual. They still use manual data systems and all that. And assuming we are trading partners with Laos and they have certain pests that we don't have information about. So this would be probably one of the easiest ways with which we introduce some of these harmful organisms into our countries, and emphasizing more on building together as a bloc than as individual countries, because when we protect the region, it's easier to keep off harmful organisms from coming into our countries and our territories. Thank you so much for your participation, and thank you for the thoughtful suggestions that you have shared with us. I return the mic to my co-MC.
Thank you so much, David. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the engaging discussion. And as we approach the conclusion of day one, we also invite Dr. Lorena Maxwell from the World Vegetable Center and Dr. Elizabeth Srihendrastuti from IPB University to provide the day one wrap-up and a preview to tomorrow's activities. Could we have a round of applause for Dr. Lorena and Dr. Elizabeth? Please come forward.
So tomorrow we want to visit the farmer, and we're gonna just check his farm, his chili farm, pepper farm. We brought some FTA cards, and usually we use Plantix. I don't know here in Indonesia, and if you guys use Plantix, it's also just good to give a brief idea before going to the lab what we have. So we wanted to know who will be joining us tomorrow for the field, so we can prepare everything for tomorrow. So maybe if you raise your hand for the field trip tomorrow, so we know.
Additional information, the farmer's field located in the Megamendung, and it will take about 1 hour from here. So if we can leave from the hotel here at 7:30, we will have enough time there to do the things, yeah?
Yeah, so we're leaving at 7:30, yeah. And in the lobby or here?
Maybe here.
Downstairs?
Yeah, downstairs.
Okay,
yeah.
So 7:30 in the door.
Yeah.
And so I need you to raise your hand, so we want to prepare everything for
Bisa
all of
bantu
us.
hitungin?
Oh, boleh.
Kamu nggak ikut?
So maybe
30%. And
4 cars?
Us, yeah.
4 cars. Okay, so 4 cars, and bring your hat. We have a hat. I was telling the girls we have a pen inside each bag has a nice pen of wild veg in the pocket. And yeah, we will try to talk to the farmer and we will see how we can do some disease scouting and pest people, and pest scouting. So thank you so much for today. Thank you so much, Annie and her students and my beautiful MC. I really enjoyed to be with you all today. We are just starting Vegemon, and we want to build with you, and we want it to be useful. Sharing data, not sharing data, we just want to make sure that all the data we have can be used, not stay in my computer, in Wallace's computer, but the countries can use, because this is your data. So thank you so much, and we're going to give tomorrow, but anyway, I have a gift. I have a gift for Elizabeth, because she helped me so much. So...
No, please.
So this is just to help, to thank you so much from Taiwan, some gift from Taiwan. We hope to see everybody in Taiwan anytime, and maybe next year we do something, a training. You guys say you want a diagnose training. We can do a diagnose training in Taiwan for our networking. So thank you so much and have a great evening.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, one more thing, because we are leaving very early. Maybe you don't have time for breakfast. So we will have snacks in the car for you. Yeah, so don't worry.
I have another gift. I was going to give tomorrow at the end, but no, this is perfect. This is perfect. So tomorrow again. Okay. But I want to take a photo with everybody. Let's take a photo. Let's take a